Hello Commanders and welcome to part 2 of NASA's Explorer's Guide to the Galaxy tutorials. And in this one we're going to look at the galaxy map and understanding it and what everything means. Okay, now I've got a shortcut to the galaxy map. You can set one up through the key setup as well if you like. Let's just get into the galaxy map and have a quick look. Okay, so here we are. Now then, once you're in the galaxy map you want to set up for exploring. Now, the way to do that is to ensure firstly that on navigation you have it set for the fastest routes. Okay? That way the plotting is a little bit faster and you don't have all those intermediate jumps that you don't need when you're trying to get somewhere. Okay. Also on the view, make sure you're in realistic mode and not map mode. Map mode doesn't show you the star types in terms of colour. Okay, so you don't want it on that view because at the moment we're seeing systems by their economy. Okay, red, extraction, green, high-tech or whatever it may be. Okay, we don't want that, we want realistic view. Okay, now we can see our systems and the main star of each system is the dominant colour. So you can see here, Choki has got quite a bright star, and I'm going to guess that that's probably an F-type star. Let's have a look, go to Info, and then hover over the star. Oh, look at that. Will you believe it? It's an F-type star. You will soon become quite efficient at understanding the star colours just at a quick glance. Now then, let's talk about stars. Alrighty then. Stars are important to Explorer because they are the source of fuel in terms of scooping. So the very first thing I'm going to teach everybody who's watching this video is the star types that you can scoop. Okay, let's talk about star classes. Now, this F-class star, for example, I can tell it's an F-class star. I'll just select it, just so it stays on the label. You can see that this system here, Choki, stay on. Seriously? This star system, Choki, shows us here we have star types, and there is an F5 star, K4 star, and a K1 star. What does all that mean, you're probably wondering? Okay, well basically F is the star class. Now star class is important to an explorer because that's where you get your fuel from, and I'm going to give you a little phrase that you can remember that will allow you to always remember where you can get fuel from. Just remember fog, kabam. Driving in the fog and kabam, you hit something. Okay, that's the way I remember anyway. And what that means is that the FOG, fog, and KBAM, all of those class names or letters are the stars that you can scoop from. Anything else you can't. So you're probably wondering then, okay, so what's the number 4 next to the class? That's how bright the star is. Okay, so 9 is the dimmest and 0 is the brightest. Next up in the class here is the V. V is an average size in no Roman numerals, so size 5. Okay, so a size I in Roman numerals would be the largest type of star for that particular category. Okay, and work out the Roman numerals from there. Okay, so it'll be I, and then IV, and so on. Okay, the average star size is AV, 5. Okay, right, enough of that. Okay, so we know that if I went to this system here, I can scoop from the F-class star. Okay, what else do we need to know about our galaxy map? Basically, moving around is quite straightforward using the mouse. It's pretty intuitive. I'm just using the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. Left mouse button to roll around, like so. The right mouse button allows you to go up and down, and you can still swing it left and right. As you can see, we move up and down. Holding both mouse buttons allows you to drag around the map. Okay, and that helps you look around to find stars that you may want to go to. As you can see, stars will pop out at you and you think, oh, that looks interesting, and let's select that one quickly. So this is a K class fog kabam. K, we can scoop from that. 2 means it's pretty bright for that type of star, and I means it's a fairly large star. Okay, I is called a giant star or supergiant star, and 1 is the biggest, or I is the biggest class of star of all. Okay, what else can we tell you about the galaxy map? You can see that there are grids, and these give you coordinates. If you zoom into a decent level around here, you can use these coordinates in the top corner of the square to make a note of where a system may be that you're interested in. I keep calling these stars, but technically they are systems, but this system here has just the 1 star. And if I go to this system here, you can see that it's got 2 stars separated by a comma. Fog kabam, yes, I can scoop from this main star. However, its companion star is an L class star, which means I cannot scoop from that star because there's no L in fog kabam. Okay, one last thing I'll show you quickly. If we go back to navigation and choose our current location, it's a shortcut to get back you where you were. Just wanted to talk about these icons quickly. The first icon allows you to select. Next icon allows you to plot a route. Next icon is the system view. Now that will be red if it's unexplored. Okay, and these 2 here are more around trading and so on, which we're not interested in because we're explorers, of course. So if I zoom out and find a star system that's further away, oh, look at that nice big bright star there. Go back to info, and that's a K fog kabam. Yep, we can scoop from that, and it's a fairly big star, and because it's an III or size 3 Roman numerals, and you can see that we haven't explored it yet. Okay, which means if I go there I could scan that and make some money. Lovely. Okay, so if I select that, I can't get there in 1 jump, so therefore I need to plot a route. If I select that, you'll see that the system now plots a route. Okay, and so there's 1, 2, 3 jumps. Well, 4 jumps from my first jump, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and that will lead me to that star. Okay, and that's pretty much the galaxy map. If you're finding it's all getting a bit messy with all these plot lines, what you can do is go back to your navigation and switch off fastest routes, and that way you can just see your target star that you want to go to, or target system. I know someone's going to pull me up on keep saying star, but it just works for me. Okay, but it is in fact a system. And that is a quick run round the galaxy map. The only thing I would mention at this point is that if you happen to see a blue dotted line, if I put the plot lines back on, they're all solid blue lines at the moment, which means I've got enough fuel to get all the way to the end target. If you see a dotted line, that means you don't have enough fuel, so you really need to think about scooping a star. And if you want to see a scooping star tutorial, I'll put a link right here. And that's it. That concludes the galaxy map quick overview. Hope you found it useful. Catch you on the next one. Fly safe, Commanders.